When is the right time for a woman to leave an abusive relationship? Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing okay. Still on our relationship corner. This question has been coming to me and I decided to address it so that everybody will listen to it. Many people are coming with this question saying, when is the right time for a woman to leave an abusive relationship? And I was like, is this even a question that is supposed to be treated here? It's just like asking, when do I leave the house if the house is on fire? My dear, it's individualistic. Because you are the one that wears your shoe. And you are the one that knows where it pinches you. But for the sake of some people that have long suffering, some people have this elasticity that you can stretch them to the limit and they are still there. So for the sake of those people, let me tell you when it is time for you to leave. To be honest with you, any kind of abuse is not supposed to be condoned. Be it physical abuse, which is the most important one because that physical abuse is the one that has taken the lives of so many women. There is financial abuse. There was a time that I went for a training about abuse and they brought this case study about a judge who was being abused by her husband. This is a judge that sentences people to prison and everything, but this woman was being abused by her husband. She comes to work with packed lunch, and the packed lunch that she comes to work with is not even something that a cleaner can eat. This judge wears almost one clothes all year round, but she makes so much money. It takes the intervention of so many people getting involved to be able to get this judge out of that abusive situation. So to tell you that anybody can be abused. So if you are a woman facing abuse and your mental health is being compromised, every time you are crying, every time you are trying to beg this man to see the reason with you, each time you beg, you meet the brick wall, or maybe you just get a slap. I know so many people that most of the time then, they will come to the office with a thick dark glasses that is going to cover the dark patches on their faces and so on. And you ask them, they will never ever say anything that the husband is doing to them. They keep making excuses. We're going to get to that one later on. So if you know that your life is in danger, you need to leave. But before you leave, make sure you have done everything like getting people involved, getting his family involved, getting your family involved, getting his friends involved, getting people to talk to him, getting people to explain to him that what he is doing to you, that you're no longer comfortable with that. You need to, especially where you have children that is connecting both of you, you need to be able to exhaust every opportunity to get things right. But one thing I want to tell you that is very common with abusers. Abusers will tell you that they don't want you to get anybody involved. Even their own parents, they will tell you they don't want anybody to get involved. I want our problem to be solved just between us and so on. It's because he wants to deal with you and he doesn't want anybody to know. Yes, in the initial stage, probably when you guys got married, you might accept to that. You might just say, okay, we don't want to wash our dirty linen outside. Yes. But once it gets to him treating you bad, doing you certain things that's going to break your heart, and you try to talk to him, he will not want to be talked to. You will try to do this, he will refuse, and he will keep telling you that he doesn't want anybody to know. You don't tell anybody. Our problem is our problem. We solve it within. But you want to solve that problem, he will not want the problem to be solved. He will not want to talk to you. He will be giving you silent treatment. Get somebody involved. Break that promise. Get somebody involved. If you get somebody involved and he start like, but we agreed that we're not going to get somebody involved. Explain to him that you're not talking to me and you are not listening to me. I'm trying to explain things to you, but you don't want to listen. So I have to get somebody involved. So after getting people involved and he is still doing that, then you need to consider your stand. Let me tell you, in most cases they will say that this word cancer, that you eat this and you eat that, and that's what is causing cancer. Let me tell you, in most cases, stress, agony, pain can cause cancer. It can cause all those diseases when you are unhappy and you eating the bread of sorrow 24/7. It can change your hormones, and that can make your body to start reacting in a very, very terrible manner. So it is not only physical abuse that can do you that. Anything that is not making you happy, that is giving you this bitterness, you need to consider your life, because it can cause any type of disease. Take it to the bank. So when do you leave an abusive relationship? You are the one who wears the shoe. Do not become a rat or a mouse that is put in hot pot and it keeps adjusting and adjusting and adjusting until it's too late for it to jump out and it will just cook. So you need to keep yourself alive in order to be able to tell the story. So you know when you can no longer take it. Confide in somebody and the person will just help you, encourage you, and then stand by you for you to jump out of such evil relationships. And the same thing applies to men, because it's not only women that are being abused. There are some men that are going through abuse. There are some men that their wife even beat them, but their own, they wouldn't even be able to talk about it because they consider it to be very, very shameful. So both men and female, nobody should allow abuse in a relationship. If you cannot hack it, just jump out of it. So for you who is asking this question, let your mind guide you. You own your body. You know when you're no longer able to hack it. So you just remove the cap and move on with your life. Life is only for the living. I rest my case, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.